Modern day Nickelodeon is one of the worst networks for animation, and that's thanks to too many reasons I can't cover right now. But despite how awful they've become, there's a gem every once in a while that shines above the rest, and it's what people should really be paying attention to. With that, I welcome you to Glitch Tex. It's a cartoon that was produced for Nick, but at some point they just decided to release it all on Netflix instead. Glitch Tex centers around Five and Miko, two gamers who are recruited to defeat video game glitches and monsters that enter the real world. It's a basic concept when you hear that, but there's so much more to this cartoon.
Who knows what really happens when a video game starts to glitch?
Let's start with the obvious thing you'd notice right off the bat about Glitch Tex, and that's the animation. Even just watching for a few seconds, it's easy to tell that this show isn't cheaply made by any means. Care was put into every single frame, and they perfectly blend together to feel so alive. Modern day Nicktoons animation styles generally follow a similar path. They don't go out of their way to be different from the rest. However, Glitch Tex takes that idea and completely reverses it as we see incredibly fluid animation that doesn't often appear on the network. All of this is pure eye candy. By the way, when I watched through the episodes, I noticed that there's quite a few anime-inspired moments. Is that a JoJo reference? Absolutely amazing. The way battles are portrayed on screen and how they're animated feels just like I'm watching a Japanese cartoon. That's great to see, especially since it's something Nick doesn't do a whole lot. The animation within Glitch Tex should give you a pretty good idea of just how hard the crew worked in making this become a reality, but it isn't the only thing worth noting about the show. What about the story? All about games and gaming concepts? Well, what I personally love is that it really does trust in the audience. There are terms like DPS and flank used without any explanation, and that's because the show assumes you have some basic knowledge about different types of video games. What I noticed throughout movies and TV shows is that it's hard to portray gamers without acting like the audience is babies who know nothing about the medium. Disney XD's Gamer's Guide to Pretty Much Everything is an example of what I mean. Oh my god, the jokes just feel forced. There are super generic concepts, and nothing feels like it appeals to what gamers are actually like in real life. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that Glitch Tex doesn't force gamer culture down your throat and explains everything to you. Series co-creator Dan Milano describes my thoughts perfectly. Something I'm proud of that folks are starting to notice. Glitch Tex isn't trying to convince you it's cool. It's earnest, dorky, corny, and a love letter to things that brought our crew together. It likes itself and hopes you like it too, but if not, it's just gonna keep on dancing. And while we're on the topic of gaming, the stories surrounding it are actually really fun. They're fast-paced and action-packed, constantly delivering game references and adrenaline-filled battles. Well, we don't see a whole lot of cartoons tackle this medium because it's not the easiest thing to center a show around, but I would definitely say Glitch Tex pulled it off. When we're talking characters, Five and Miko are the big heroes. They have the most development considering they're the main duo, but there's also several characters who show up a few times throughout the episodes that play an important role in the video game company. It's nice to keep having so many new faces, seeing different characters and how they relate to the story. I'll admit that some of them feel a bit flat and didn't have unique personalities, but the dynamic between Five and Miko drives everything forward, which makes things a lot easier to watch. Each episode of Glitch Tex brings something new to the formula of the two hunting down a video game monster and defeating it, so things rarely get stale. Every moment, something is happening, so it's hard to get bored when watching the show. I would call it Nickelodeon's best cartoon in years, and it's a must-watch for anyone who's ever loved a game of any kind. Now, there's a sad side to all this, and it's that Nickelodeon shut down Glitch Tex production a year ago, meaning that not every episode could be produced like the crew had wanted. There's still hope though, because if Glitch Tex ends up doing extremely well on Netflix and people have a good time watching, then more episodes could be on the way. So what that means is that any of you watching can help out. Share it with friends, do whatever you can to get more people into watching Glitch Tex. I'd love to see the story continue because there's a lot of potential for its future. Anyway, if you watched this series, what are your thoughts on it? And if you didn't watch, are you gonna check it out soon? Let's talk in the comments. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.